near Mother Nature's Crack in South Joplin yesterday afternoon. The fire department's water rescue team able to get a boat onto Shoal Creek and take the woman to a waiting ambulance that then drove her to a local hospital for her non-life-threatening injuries. More than $92,000 worth of stolen property located at a home in Webb City, and Jasper County Sheriff Randy Kaiser tells us 3 men have now been charged and arrested. The Ewart Splash Park, a project that's been in the work for years now, given final approval by the Joplin City Council last night. That $828,000 project would convert the current swimming pool into a community splash park with an ice ring along the outside for some skating in the winter. It would also improve other aspects of Ewart Park there near 7th and Murphy. Your News, a service of Freeman Health System. They're on a mission to improve rural healthcare accessibility by building a full-service hospital in Pittsburgh. It'll create more than 500 new jobs for Southeast Kansas. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the low 80s. We'll see clear skies and mid-60s tonight. Sunny, breezy, upper 70s for tomorrow. A big shift in the temperature on Thursday. A chance of showers, highs only in the mid-50s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is just showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
57 in Fairview, 58 in Pittsburgh, 60 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Stapleton Elementary Mrs. Watkins class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids or your class group or whomever to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page. Click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
So we had a really big afternoon yesterday. We got a winner for the Secret Sound.
Brett James had our final winner from the Secret Sound, $1,485 going to Katie from Columbus.
And we're going to give you all the details, tell you what it was, tell you where the clues were on the website in just 15 minutes.
Here's Jelly Rollin' Laney Wilson.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Really wish they need to start looking ahead. I hate coming out with that.
Yes, I agree.
It's a good song, but we could easily swap that with Honeybee. Honeybee is instantly recognizable. I just hate. Was this there yesterday?
You know what? It might have been, because we had this same conversation, or sort of, where we were both like, ugh, this is so slow.
I think it was yesterday, which is not supposed to happen. But unfortunately, when you have people like him and Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen who release a fanatical amount of music all at once, then that's the only artists you play.
Yeah.
And really creates a struggle scheduling, even for other artists that you don't play too much.
Oh, chat is hopping this morning. Good morning,
yeah,
Megan.
Good morning, everybody. So I would like you guys that have time to go over and try signing in to the KIX chat.
Let me see if I can. Oh, is it?
Yeah, to go sign in and see if you can comment and everything working well over there on the website, because we've done some things to try to fix and ameliorate the problems that we were having. Who eats paper? Jimmy said. Oh, you'd be surprised to find out who eats paper, Jimmy. In fact, that was an actual recording that we made of Jen eating paper.
Mm-hmm.
She does it when she sleeps. She's not even aware of it.
I don't do it when I sleep. We were just trying to figure out the final sound, and I was like,
Megan
what am I
got
showing on paper? I can't even log in.
Okay, your account may have gotten deleted.
But I was one of the first people to make my account.
I know, but let's go see if you're in there. What is it under your email?
Yeah. Should just be my name.
You'd think, right? But I'm not seeing it anywhere on here.
You deleted.
Melissa from Zero Marketing are on here, but yeah, I think it may have gotten. It says 12 more. Let me see. That may be why. Nope, there it is. Jennifer at Zero Marketing. You're on there. You want me to delete it and let you recreate it?
No.
You are check marked. Me, you, and Megan are the only ones check marked.
Let me.
That's weird. Megan's original account works on this because she was like number 5. Don't waste
okay, there we
no
go.
more
It went.
time. Just had to clear it.
That was weird. Morning, Christopher. Are you saying same to eating paper or same to what? It is nice having some sunshine this
Yeah, I had to
morning.
log back in before it would let me send.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, Secret Sound over for another year. By the way, guys, this was the longest running Secret Sound we have ever had.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year in the spring we went over 2 months. Which you got to think, we started in September. I mean, or was it August?
We started in September.
September 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So we made it a month and a half.
Is my picture? I'm sure we have your picture somewhere, Megan, that we can put up on.
Is it not showing?
No, she's not even a cool robot. She's just a gray square.
Well, her picture shows right here in her account.
For Wildflower Mama 68?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Wait a minute. No, her username here is Megan Bomstead at Gmail. Well,
That's
it doesn't have her username. Her ID is Canex Cop Twinkle.
Twinkle? Twinkle!
I don't see her anywhere else. If she's got another one. No, there she is. Wildflower. Okay. Yeah, your picture's in there. I don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, Christopher says he can't log in. Jimmy says still wouldn't let me send. Phone's ringing.
Guys, I would advise you try clearing your cache first or
Sign out and sign back in.
sign out and sign back in. That worked for me. Hi there, Morty KIX. Hello.
Tell me more. That's fascinating.
Hello. Can I help you? Good. What can I do for you? You called us, remember? Yes. Why did you call us? Tell me that much. Let's work our way through this. Let's figure it out. A question to answer for me?
Oh.
Okay, so you're going to ask the question and answer it?
Got it. Okay.
Okay, go for
What
it.
you got?
What the heck? I've got a question to answer for you. All right. How many takes does it try hard? Me too. But you got to hurry or the wheels will fall off.
He's like, wait.
That guy is going to be operating a automobile later, okay? That doesn't make you nervous to be on the roads. Jeez.
Oh, my gosh.
What happened?
Romelda says she doesn't have anything either. Okay, we may need to check and make sure that you guys still have accounts on there.
Yeah, if it's not signing in, try creating an account. No, Romelda right here. Romelda Patterson 27.
Okay, yep, she's on there.
I don't have your picture on this account. Did she
Hey,
send us
Tiffany,
one?
good morning. How's Colorado?
KIX audio. Let's go to Jen. Let me see if I've got your icon.
Sheila says hers is not working. Okay, hang tight. We got to make sure that you guys still have accounts. But first, we got to do this break, Randy. 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't have a
3.
picture for Romelda. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine, a high near 80 this afternoon. It's 60 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes, but we got to celebrate a little bit this morning because Katie from Columbus is $1,485 richer. Congratulations, Katie. And for those of you who have been whining and whining, I can't find the hint. I don't know where the hints are. You don't really have a hint. I hate your mom. All those things. We are going to show you where those hints were on the website here in about 10 minutes. Plus, we're going to let you hear as Katie won yesterday with the Weasel Brett James and let you hear how she won all that money.
And I think we're going to reenact the sound, too.
Yeah, we're going to let you hear the sound again so that you can hear it and go, oh, yeah, that is what it is, isn't it?
All of that in just 7 minutes, so stay tuned for that.
Here's Gary Allen.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I hate your mom.
Do a shout out for Landon. He's 8 today.
Oh, happy
birthday, Landon.
Can we sing him a song? Please, please, can we sing a song? Please.
Happy birthday, Landon.
Happy birthday, Landon. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Landon.
You're welcome.
Jimmy says, but who eats paper? It doesn't have to be a...
Nobody said eating
yeah,
paper.
right.
Nobody said eating paper. That was not the answer, Jimmy. It was chewing on paper. Hi there, Morning KIX. Hey.
Hello.
Okay. You want me to answer it? The annoying song?
No, so we got our winner yesterday at 420 with Brett.
Yeah.
What do you think the sound was? We'll tell you if you're
What
right
did you think it was, though? No, that was the final one. It's called The Secret Sound.
Oh.
Bye. Guys, we have got to get cleaner water in our area, okay? The lead poisoning is beginning to affect...
Okay, it doesn't have to be a sensical thing. It doesn't have to be something that necessarily makes sense.
Never has been, never will be.
That's not in the rules that it has to be a thing.
Sound must be a blah, 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 blah.
No.
Who's arguing that?
No, Jimmy's just saying, but who chews on paper? It's...
Did we answer that? Okay, who chews on paper? Jen does.
I choose paper.
I choose paper.
Good morning, Kathy. Denver is so stressful to drive in.
Oh, it is.
Oh, my gosh. I hate it.
Okay, so I once had to drive a big Prevost bus down through Denver.
No, hard pass.
And it's all one-way streets. Everywhere downtown is one-way streets. It's nuts downtown. But somehow we got sidetracked. We went to see something and got stuck downtown, could not figure out how to get our way back to the interstate. And again, this is before navigation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and our bus driver had gotten food poisoning, and I was the only one with a CDL at that time. So, he had to have a commercial license to drive a big triple axle bus. And so, but the only thing was, I had the license, but not the experience to make it worthwhile. I drove across so many sidewalks that day, cutting corners. Because you have to steer out and then steer back in. It was a mess. And every time, it was weird. Because you'd see the copper Capitol Dome up in the distance, Tiffany.
Right.
And you tell me if this didn't happen to you. We make a left turn, and there'd be again. Or two turns, and there'd be again. I'm like, that can't be possible. So it was so weird. Mm-hmm. Every time you turned a corner, there's the Capitol Dome again. And like, is it moving? I think it was moving. I think they have a creepy Capitol Dome.
Is Springfield worse than Denver? I can't imagine.
Really?
Denver was terrible. When we were in Denver, everybody was speeding, and it was bumper to bumper, and the roads were confusing. Like, it was
Springfield
miserable.
Is relatively low traffic anymore. I think traffic in Springfield has gone down so much. Now, you do have more idiots, I feel like, in Springfield, because of meth and lead in the water. But
Denver. Christopher says, try Sacramento. I would assume, California is probably worse.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Morning,
I've
Lisa.
driven in Sacramento. I don't
Really?
think that's anywhere near as bad as Denver. Denver, of course, not nearly as bad as Dallas. We've also got comparisons.
Yes.
Atlanta's, that bad. But I don't think Springfield's that bad. The only problem with Springfield is they don't have enough lanes to accommodate the traffic that they do have. Mm-hmm. They're getting there. They've now expanded, to 6 lanes across much of James River Expressway. But it's still not enough.
Mm-hmm. Sheila hates Springfield, too.
The streets in Springfield are pretty rough. Their tax base has really gone down in the past 10 years. So, in
California.
So, I hadn't gone into downtown Springfield, driven around it, the outskirts and everything, but went into downtown Springfield for something this last year. for the first time in probably 10 years, and I was shocked at how run down everything was. It was disgusting. It made me feel better about Joplin. I mean, our town really looks a lot prettier than Springfield does, and it used to be a really pretty town.
Right.
But it's really run down. The streets, buildings, businesses. Kathy, that was yesterday. He was there yesterday, Kathy. He was there doing an album release thing at Bass Pro, and that was yesterday.
I feel for you, Sarah.
Because it's so dark and she doesn't know where you are.
No, I relate.
That you said, oh, Sarah.
Kathy says there are a lot of idiots in Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there are more in Joplin, though. Really. I'd rather drive in Springfield than Joplin. Joplin is just filled with oblivious people who are in their own little world and have no conscientiousness about other drivers.
Yeah. I hate driving on range line. The people are either going 30 in one lane or 50.
32nd to me is worse or
crazy.
as bad. It's gotten that bad. And it's mainly people who are oblivious. You'll get people who get in that left lane and just hang out there. And they'll drive
Morning,
so
Dustin.
slow. I followed someone yesterday afternoon that went 15 miles an hour through an intersection.
Come on.
In a 40-mile-an-hour
2
speed
seconds.
zone.
Gotta go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs in the low 80s. It's 60 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes.
But the big question folks have been asking is, well, did you guys actually get a winner for Secret Sound?
We actually got
We
a winner
did.
for Secret Sound. So,
Congratulations to Katie.
Katie from Columbus. Well, we'll just let you hear what happened yesterday.
Hi, KIX, and who's this?
Katie.
Katie, you're caller 5 today. You have a chance to win $1,485. All you have to do, Katie, is tell me what the secret sound is.
Chewing on paper?
Is it chewing on paper? Katie, are you sitting down?
No.
You just won $1,485 cash.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
So congratulations to her for winning that cash and being our final Secret Sound winner. Now, for those of you who won, that was chewing on paper? Yes. We actually had Jen. We caught her when she was in one of her starving modes or whatever when she was
That's
binging.
not what happened. No, I offered to do it. We were trying to figure out a sound, and I was like, what about chewing on paper?
And I'm like, well, let's give it a whirl. So this was her. Do it again. You're going to recreate it,
I'll
right?
recreate it. Okay, here's a piece of paper right here.
Yeah, put it in. And there you are. There's that noise. She's doing it right now. Swallow it.
I'm not
You don't
swallowing it.
spit
It's
it out
all
on the
soft and
counter.
mushy.
Come on.
Ew.
Nasty. And for those of you that were wondering where the hints were, one of them was on a Morgan Wallen calendar post on the concert calendar. It's still up there for a few more minutes. And then the other one
Was actually on my KIX crew bio. I've got like a whole list of questions and answers all about me, and we kind of snuck it in there right in the middle. So we've got screenshots of this, by the way. If you want to know exactly what they say and exactly what they look like, where they're at, go to the KIX Facebook page, and we lay all of it out there for you.
So one of the hints was, I'm trying to remember what they were.
So the first one was when there's nothing else to eat, which was
Yeah.
our clue of saying, hey, it's chewing.
Yeah.
And then the second hint was turn the page to find out.
So chewing on a
Page is
A
in
paper,
paper.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you put those two together to get the answer. Congratulations to Katie, and be listening for your chance to win on the 4 states #1 for country. It's like, what did we say we were going to do to get out of this, though? We had a plan.
We had a plan.
And
We were going to tease the social media.
Oh, we did that. We
Yeah.
did it.
So,
Okay.
I mean, we essentially did what we were going to do. I think actually the part of me chewing on paper that you picked was when you were like, lean into the mic, do a big chomp. And I'm like, "Arp."
Yeah.
So that's what you hear.
Okay, so I'm going to go take them off the website now.
Yeah, Kansas City. Yeah, Kyle hates driving in Kansas City, which is weird. From a guy that lived in California,
Yeah,
he doesn't
I
like
don't
driving in
mind it
Kansas
that
City. It
much.
really stresses him out.
The only thing about Kansas City right now is they're doing some work on some of the interstates. So their detour to route you, if you're going north, like say to the airport, to MCI, they route you through the downtown area
Oh.
as the detour. I'm like,
I don't
really?
like that.
And then you got to go across one of those old bridges across the river, you know. So 2 different times. I had to get on to Mickey to leave the post alone.
She does a really good job of keeping the page updated and
Yeah.
looking really
She's
great.
like, somebody keeps changing this. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. Okay, I'm going to just copy this.
Yes, the person that fell near Mother Nature's crack. We were just listening to that story. Happy
Yeah.
hour.
I wonder what part exactly they fell at. It's not the only time someone has fallen there. In fact, there was one time when some boys tried to push another boy to his death there.
What?
Yeah. Took him out there in the middle of the night, and they shoved him off, and he got hurt really bad.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought I told you about that when we were out there.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I got it. I believed you way too
You
much.
did. Hey. When we went out there, though, there's a sign that actually says, like, danger, caution beyond this point.
Will Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
That's not on there, but it should
Just
be.
like that.
I think where it says danger, I may go up and write Will Robinson.
You should.
Healthcare. Felt it this morning. Okay, once fixed.
Christopher says, y'all stop talking about my driving.
Stop driving that way, Christopher.
That was one of the things that used to drive me crazy when Kyle and I got together. Is he was a left lane lingerer, and I was like, "That is illegal.
It is
You
literally
cannot
illegal.
do that.
Yeah.
You pass, you move back to the right side, you get out
I
of
don't
the
care
way."
what lane you're in, even on a city street. That's the thing. People feel like in a city street, well, both lanes are for all flowing
No, they're
traffic.
not.
No, they're not. And it's rude, especially when you're pacing at a certain speed. If you're not passing, your goal is to objectively always be trying to get back into that right lane.
Yeah.
This morning, 2 cars side by side, driving 30 mile an hour in a 40.
Mm-hmm.
Side by side by side by side. I thought about honking, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. But I'm like, that is so rude and so arrogant and so self-centered to
Mhm.
drive that way. Okay, the hints are off the page.
But the screenshots are up, so go look at them. Go see them, guys.
And the secret sound tab is gone off of the main page too. So most of our obvious things to the public are fixed.
Do you want to go chew this paper?
No, thank you.
Try to make the sound yourself?
No, that's all right.
Are you sure?
No, really. I'm busy.
I'll share with you.
I'm going to be driving later. I don't feel like that's a good idea. I've got to do my secret sound winner.
Have a great day, Sarah. Randy, isn't that where you left Jen in the dark looking for snipes?
No.
He took me way out there. It was like one of your buddies' lands or something, and then 6 miles, I don't know. But it felt like it was in the middle of nowhere.
No, stupid client title.
Hey, don't forget, you guys can still go get signed up for that family 4-pack to Silver Dollar City. You can celebrate an old-time Christmas. We did that last year. It was super fun. And we're going to announce that winner on Monday. So go get signed up. Mm-hmm. Holy cow. Yeah, Tiffany just posted on the Secret Sound post her screenshots of all of the guesses.
Wow, that's so cool,
Holy
Tiffany.
cow.
That is so cool.
Eating popcorn. She even labeled that 50th incorrect guess. Crumbling up a package of ramen noodles. Eating a pickle. Eating a potato chip.
I was hoping Tiffany would win after all that work,
All right, you were killing it, Tiffany.
but not killing it enough. That's what you get for going to Denver.
Oh, no.
She'd have stayed around. She would have won the secret sound.
You don't know that.
I feel like it would have happened.
And part of the challenge is you got to get to caller 5,
That is the hard thing.
which is very hard to do. So last night,
I'm not sure I want to hear this.
I could not fall asleep to save my life. It must have been almost 11 o'clock by the time I fell asleep. And I go to bed 9:15, 9:30. About 11:45, Beans comes into my room and she's tapping me on the shoulder. Mom, there's a bug in my room.
Eat it.
Okay. Mom, I can't sleep with the bug in my room.
Eat it.
So I go to her room and there is a silverfish with his little antenna, whatever they are, hanging out the top of the vent of like the HVAC or what do you call it? What do you call it? The central heating and air. There we go. And I smacked it with my shoe and obviously it just fell into the vent. Like it just goes in there.
Ow.
And so I
Ow.
went back to bed. Not even 10 minutes later. Mom, it's not dead. I was like, Beans.
Did you help enable her to be able to kill these creatures herself?
She started crying.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you need to address that, I think.
It was a mess. I was like, what the heck, kid? She woke me up 5 times last night. I was not happy.
Yeah, that would not,
But the bug is dead.
would not work. Katie, what was Katie's last name again?
Natalini? Why didn't you use the vacuum? Because it was midnight and everyone else was asleep.
Why would you use a vacuum? Why is that a thing? Why not just go, yuck, and wash it down the sink or toilet?
Mm-hmm.
Is a vacuum a thing really for bugs?
Yeah.
Oh, quick, go get the vacuum.
Yeah, you suck them up and then you just take the bag out and tuk.
Or, and hear me out on this, you grab a paper towel and go and throw it in the garbage.
Mm-hmm. The hottest part was trying to be caller 5 and my call failing. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Stupid piece of crap. 03.
Seg.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. So how'd you like driving home in the dark last night?
I hated it. It gets dark way too early now.
Yeah, all of you that were so excited about fall and winter, this is part of it
Well, we're going to commiserate right after Thomas read.
on KIX 102.5. Yeah.
I'm excited about fall. I'm not excited about my sunshine going away.
You don't get a choice. It all comes together. I love on this gender. Other. Probably.
Welcome back, Megan. Romelda says you can only enter once, right? For Silver Dollar City.
Yes. Just get entered once. That's all you need. For those of you feeling ambitious, you could show us your rack.
I will squish all bugs, but spiders. Spiders get the vacuum. They can suffocate. Yeah, I got over that a long time ago. Like, kill the bug or get it outside and move on.
Okay, he couldn't even get the zip code right. Anybody know the zip code for Columbus? He wrote Columbus LS, by the way. Columbus, Louisiana.
66725.
666. He wrote 67725. Drugs, Brett. Drugs.
You know, you can't have expected him to get everything right. I mean, he did record the winter promo.
He did do that.
Okay.
That's pretty ambitious.
By the way, show us your rack. He's talking about the photo of your trophy buck. That's the kind of rack.
Okay, rules, max wins, 1 pound. Possible household matches for Katie Natalini. Oh, it automatically detected that there was something wrong with her name. It's weird. So Kati is how you spell her name? I don't know what this means. Rules, max wins. Rules, apostrophe S. Max wins. 1. Found 1. Possible household matches for her address.
Did someone else win at that address within the last 30 days?
No, who knows? It's so stupid. I'm going to do it anyway. So, I don't know. Tired of messing with it.
$20 seconds. Oh, this is your car's clock, not dark.
Which is part of it. Couldn't even tell what time it is
Oh.
because my clock doesn't show the same time.
4 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine highs in the low 80s this afternoon. It's 60 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, what can you tell the difference in generic and name brand? Like, for me, it's got to be Kraft macaroni and cheese.
You're so bougie.
And I'm like, there's a huge difference in the flavor of the cheese powder and the sauce that it makes if you go generic. So Kraft mac and cheese has the best, hands down.
Maybe the best, but the discernible difference is not that massive as somebody who lived on generic macaroni and cheese all through college.
Oh, I can tell you, as a kid, I was that kid who was like, I'm not eating that. That's not Kraft. My mouth knew, Randy. It knew.
That kind of pretentious attitude is what's wrong with you. One of many things. I mean, if we're going to go down the list of things wrong with you.
We're not making a list. Okay, what do you think?
Let me get out my phone.
Randy, what can you tell the difference in generic and name brand?
Name brand. Say it, Jen.
Name brand.
6231025. Or you can tell us on Facebook.
I frankly just blame my weird lack of sleep because of daylight saving time. I'm so thrown off with it's dark so early. My clocks are all wrong. I am just a mess right now.
What jacked with me was this morning I get up and, I'm running late, of course, as always. And I go to my vehicle and I haven't changed the clock in my vehicle because who can, right? It takes you that long to remember how
ridiculous.
To change it. Yeah. So I see the time that's on the clock in the vehicle and I'm like, what happened? Oh my gosh, the show's already going.
You have that moment of panic, like, oh my gosh, I overslept.
I think we all die a little bit inside when that happens. So I feel like, why isn't that an automatic thing? Your car clock changing twice a year. If everybody has to go through this time change thing.
Well, let's start a petition. Let's get it done because, frankly, I don't think anyone is going to apologize for the way this is. The car manufacturers certainly aren't going to do it.
Petition's not going to do anything. And nobody's going to apologize like you say. So we're lucky we've got Mr. Morgan Freeman to do it for everybody.
Hello, I am your car's clock. I'd like to sincerely apologize for not being one of those clocks that change automatically. This morning when you climbed in your car and saw me, I wasn't set to the same time as your phone or TV or smart refrigerator. And you wondered, am I an hour early? Am I running late? Is today even Monday? Sorry about all that confusion. I'd also like to apologize for giving you no clear way to set me correctly. So, as you speed to work this morning, you're playing with my buttons instead of watching the road. Watch out for that tree. My bad. Apologetically yours. Your car's clock.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Can you hold just one moment?
Yes.
Sorry about that. What can we do for you?
I just wanted to let you know Cheerios.
Cheerios on the generic brand she's talking about. Yeah. Yes, any kind of breakfast cereal. I mean, you can tell the difference. I can't think of one generic brand that is halfway decent.
Well, the
even.
generic ones are like half cardboard anyway. That's why
Yeah.
they're generic.
They chop up all the leftover wood pulp
Woody,
after
Cheerios.
Jen gets through chewing on paper. Then they
Randy.
Well, you do. Thanks for calling. Yeah, breakfast cereal of any kind.
You know
I will
what's-
admit.
What's stupid is this morning,
It is stupid. It is
Stop
so stupid.
I have like 12 alarms on my phone so I can kind of pace myself throughout the morning so I know what I'm doing. So I know I'm on track. I'm going to get to work with plenty of time. I get in my car. Oh my gosh, it's 6:30 and my
Yeah.
brain immediately panics.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jen, you know it's not actually 6:30.
Pity your stomach. That's exactly what I did.
Pity your stomach?
The pit of your stomach drops out.
Oh, pit of your. I was like, why are you pitying my stomach?
Well,
Velveeta is the best mac and cheese. Velveeta is good, but it's still no Kraft.
I hate Velveeta anything. Velveeta, the only thing I can stand Velveeta in a little bit is Rotel. That's it.
Yeah.
Velveeta's awful.
Jimmy says I have to have name brand TP.
Chemical cheese. I do too, Jimmy. Okay, that is one place that we will not compromise at my house. And it's got to be the heavy quilted kind, that's thick. But we have bidets, so we don't use that much toilet paper.
You just want to know it's there.
Yes. Well, and I like to dry off with a towel, not with the works of Mark Twain.
Ranch has got to be name brand and mayo got to. So I've never had Duke's mayo, but I've heard people rave about it.
Never
What
had
is
it.
the appeal of Duke's?
It's because they squeeze it from him each day.
Oh, ew. And name brand ranch. Yeah, now that you say that,
I don't. I mean, and I use the low-calorie, fat-free, flavorless ranch. And I only put about 3 or 4 little drops when I do on my salad. I barely put any. Some people do a circle or two.
yeah.
The squeeze bottle. I might do a half circle. It can easily get overwhelming to me. That whole sour
Mhm.
thing.
There was a lady at the farmer's market who made homemade ranch, and that was hands down the best ranch I've ever had in my life.
Okay, what else do we have left? She has been put into V promotions. The secret sound liners have been removed. I can take this down now.
Her winter promos in.
Yes. The
Monica knows.
Yes. In fact, she's like, finally, yesterday. That was a hard one. The 50 promos have been removed. The 20 promos have not been removed, but they have been outdated. Everything was outdated. I went in and did that yesterday, but
Mhm.
I can't think of anything else. Websites all been updated. Took down the hints.
Did you update the banners and things that all say secret
Yep.
sound on them?
Oh, Facebook and Twitter. Boom. Thank you. You want to get Facebook? I'll get Twitter.
Yeah.
What did we have there before?
This plain old cakes banner.
What size was that? It would be under KIX logos. Nope.
Why can I not?
Facebook banner. There it is.
Well, I'm doing the Facebook banner.
I found the banner so I can put it on Twitter.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought I was doing that.
That's everything. I can't think of anything else.
Billy sent us a message. I'm pretty sure all cars do update their clock on their own, at least if it's newer than 2012. No, they don't.
No, they don't. You're wrong, Billy. I'm going to say, you are incorrect, sir! Exclamation points.
Oh. Nikki was asking about the sommelier hint from Country Dirt. She's like, well, what was this hint I found then? From an old one.
It's for an old one. And the ones that do update their clocks on their own are the only ones that do are the ones that have the ability to connect to the internet through cellular. So you can pay for a cellular package in some of today's newer cars, which is stupid, that it actually can connect through the internet through your phone, or it can connect to its own phone service.
Mm-hmm.
So your car becomes a giant cell phone, in other words. But you have to pay for another cell phone plan for that.
Silly.
An Apple Car plan or a Android Car plan.
Okay, I responded to Nikki. Jimmy says, I'm not a ranch person. It makes me use more TP. Trying to think of other things that have to be name brand. Because there are a lot of things I'll go generic on. Like I'll do generic Tylenol.
Sure. Any kind of fun, which is kind of weird because there is a difference in pharmaceuticals and generic. And sometimes you can actually get better. Like the Alivert is considered the generic of the Claritin, and it's much better than the original Claritin.
How?
Whatever combo, or at least it is for me. That's another thing with a lot of pharmaceutical stuff is certain formulaic combinations may work better than others for other people because of your own chemical makeup. So,
Sure. Jimmy says, in my truck, I sit on a pillow. Megan's sitting on a phone book.
For what?
Short people problems.
But the ultimate thing about this secret sound was how much more you guys know where everything is on our website.
Mm-hmm. I'd be really curious to know what people were like, I didn't know that was there. And now they do.
Yeah, what was the most surprising thing you discovered on the KIX website that you didn't realize existed before you started looking for the secret sound hint? Tiffany?
Tiffany? No, I did that wrong. We do need that song, right?
What song?
We do need another song here. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be fine. Faith says, I feel like I've read this here before. Man, you guys are judgy today. You did not read that there before. It just came up this morning, that story.
Apparently there's a lot of cars driving into people's houses a lot.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
You know, we've been talking about the time change this morning, and I think the hardest part for me is just that it gets dark so early.
Yeah, for everybody who had to drive home in the dark last night, we've got a special commiseration for you after Ashley McBride.
On KIX.
Commiseration is the word that comes to mind because what is the word?
I did the same thing that I said commiserate too.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What is it? Will sympathize?
Yeah, that works too. Megan says, I practice reading out loud.
I'm going to tell Faith. Can I comment on this? Shut up, Faith.
No.
Come on.
Don't do
Faith
that.
Marie Cates, shut your mouth hole. I want to really, really bad.
No.
Shut up.
No. It's okay.
So this is this weekend. I don't know if
Do you think Dustin... Oh.
Are you tired of Renaissance fairs? Sick of the same old jousting and turkey legs? Enjoy a new age of enlightenment at the Gilded Age do. Park far away on the outskirts of society. Hail a carriage to the front gate, where you'll hand over all your money to a robber baron. And there's so much to see. Electricity demonstration, lectures on choosing the proper fork, a mustache waxatorium for him and her, mincing lessons, and servant firings on the hour. You're fired! By the end of the day, your whimsy may be spent and your fortune may be lost, but will you have fun? You bet your asta. The Gilded Age Fair. It's a monopoly of fun. Polite applause, please. Yes.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's where we are, though. So on Reddit, they were asking what foods don't taste the same as they used to. Apparently, this is the thing people go through.
Oh.
Or not because of them changing, but because of foods changing.
Uh-huh.
So they were giving examples. Fruit roll-ups actually had strawberry seeds in them because they were made from real fruit. That's no longer a thing.
Butterfinger. They changed the Butterfinger formula.
Yeah, they
Which
did. So
sucks.
stupid. Kit Kat tastes like it only contains palm oil, carnauba wax, and sugar for the last 4 years.
Ew.
So I remember when the atomic fireballs were really hot. I mean, dangerously so. They bring tears to your eyes. Either that or I was maybe just a wimp when I was a kid.
I mean, Jimmy says, I like the old secret sound better. Why?
What old secret sound? What do you mean?
You mean
old?
without the hints on the website?
You don't like us assisting you?
And this is interesting coming from Jimmy because she won
Yeah.
one of our jackpots. So I'm curious to know.
What do you not like? I mean, comparatively to the old secret sound, because we did it exactly the same.
The only difference was the Easter
Added
egg on.
hints, yeah.
Here we go. 8 seconds.
Help you out. And by the way, we did hints before. Just we did them through the app. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 750.
Sunshine with a high near 80. It's 60 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the forecast and 4 states news in just 10 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, okay, here's the thing. Everyone's got their preferences, right? But there are some things where you're like, it's got to be name brand because generic is just not going to fly. So what is that for you?
623-1025. But in the meantime, we've been complaining a lot, because that's what we do, about the time change and dealing with things like your car clock. Somebody said, well, I think every vehicle past 2012 has their clocks automatically changed.
Don't.
I'm like, no, it
No, they don't.
I have a 2016 Toyota pickup. It doesn't change. Our Explorer out here, which is a 2022, I think, does not change. Most vehicles do not change. If you have one that does,
That's so cool. Look at you with your bougie car.
So anyway, for the rest of us, the deal, that's just one of the minor issues with the time change. My biggest one is that when I get off in the evening and, we're all headed home and it's dark.
Which I absolutely hate that because my mind automatically starts going to, oh, it's time to go to sleep.
Sure. Which it does that through the show anyway. So for those of you that hate the idea that your evenings don't exist anymore because of the stupid time change in winter, we thought we would sympathize with you like this.
Time is such a crock.
Now that I think about it, this is a little punishing, isn't it?
It's pitch black at only 5 o'clock. I worked inside while the sun was out.
There's no light at quitting time, and I want to shout. It's dark too early. I forgot to set back my stupid alarm clock. It's dark too early. Got to work an hour early, and the doors were locked. It's dark too early.
Say goodbye to doing anything
fun after work. It's dark too early. Whoever thought to change the clock is a total jerk.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I don't think I said automatically, did I?
What, automatically?
I was saying, I don't know. It doesn't change automatically. I'm pretty sure I said matically. I don't know.
Point across.
Jimmy says, yes, I spent all day on your page.
But see, Jimmy, and this may have seemed like a lot more effort on your part, but it was a lot more rewarding, I feel like, for you when you won it. She's going, nuh-uh. And number 2, you are now well-versed in the KIX website. You know where everything is. So the next time you need to know a concert when it's coming up, where are you going to go? Next time you want to check out the latest country dirt, where are you going to go? You know exactly where to go. Or if you're curious, are they doing a giveaway right now for such and such? You know exactly where to go. All the other stuff that's on there, weather information, anything else. You guys probably know the website better than I do, and I helped set it up and build it.
Between the 4th and the 6th, our views on the KIX website quadrupled.
Well, go back to, do you know how to get into the analytics?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Jason was showing me, we went back and looked from June or July to now. So from like 4,000 to over 20, close to 25,000, 22,000 or something. It was a lot.
Wow. This is a huge jump.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I got to schedule the liners to get rid of the secret sound. That's what I haven't done.
Wow, 23,000 more people went to our website.
Yeah. He's like, and that's where this conversation originally started. He came to me and said, what are you guys doing? Something's happening on the website. And I'm like, yeah, we're doing this. And I told him, he goes, that's genius. And I said, well, the whole idea, it's not just to trick them into going to our website. It's to almost like force them to learn our website, because we want you to depend on our website for a lot more than just, what do most websites, live streaming audio.
Sure.
We want you to think of the website for our live video, for commentary, for blogs, for our podcasts, for
music news.
Yeah, for all of that. We want you to. So you think about the websites that you do visit. Okay, Google.
Your phone says yes.
Facebook, maybe when you need information about something in particular, but actual pages where you interact with on a weekly basis. We want to be one of those.
Hey, Randy, have you heard anything about when and if Whataburger is still coming to Joplin?
I have not,
That's
guys.
from Sean.
And I am really, really curious about that too. I do know that our plaza over here, that for the longest time, was put off because Joplin did not have the infrastructure. Liberty Electric could not provide the infrastructure needed for this plaza area. That has been fixed. So there is this new power plant. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but right over here behind the car wash at 32nd and Rangeline, there is a new power plant there, and that is to accommodate that whole end of town. The apartment complexes are going in. I know there's major building construction going in over there. Plaza, there's a shopping plaza. Last I heard, Menards was out, but that may have changed now that they could accommodate them. I don't know. So I don't know. Somebody told me that the building that was being built at 20th, just south of 20th and Rangeline, was Whataburger.
Oh.
Somebody told me that. I don't know that. I have nothing except for hearsay to back that on. So if it turns out to not be, don't say, well, Randy said, I just heard that. It's just rumor. I would love for it to be. Oh, and I've also got to clear my PRF assignments.
Jeremy says, I can tell you anything about the website.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Can.
And Jimmy, well, yeah, you may have had to do some time and done some digging on that. I think you're better off for it now. You're more versed when it comes to KIX stuff, and you're like, well, I don't know that I wanted to be. That's going to pay off later in so many other things and ways. And it would happen so subtly, you didn't even know what was happening while you were doing it.
I think there's a lot of cool things on our website people just don't know about.
Yeah, there are.
There's a lot of resources and things like that we want you guys to be able to utilize. We want it to help you guys and be a service.
And that's why we were asking earlier, Was there, and there may not have been, was there anything on the website where you were like, I didn't know they had that, or I didn't know that was the thing? Was there? I'm curious because maybe there's some things we ought to be promoting better, more often. And we're getting ready to do a promotional campaign for the webpage. We've never done one since it came out where we talk about things on there and maybe do some creative right brain imaging for the webpage, because that's one thing we could do a lot better.
Yeah.
And before we started the Secret Sound, we were talking, I don't feel like we're getting enough visits for the podcast, for the blog, for Country Dirt, for all that. It's just there wasn't enough happening. For all that was available on the KIX website, there wasn't enough, and that was our fault. So this was one of the things we did to try to turn that around, and we did. But what was the craziest, or was there anything on the website that you found that you were like, didn't know that? The Big Biscuit looks good, Megan says. Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard it's wonderful.
It's just breakfast and lunch. That's all they do. I have a problem with that because that's when I work. I think Crazy Llama is open
It
before.
is.
No, I know it is. It's open before 6. It's been open for a week or two.
Before 6?
I think.
Don't you drive-
I drive by it every day.
I was going to say, don't you drive by it every day?
Yeah, but I'm like, are they open? Because the lights are on.
Their hours, let's see. No, they open at 6 a.m.
Oh.
Bummer.
Okay, so those of you wanting to know about a Whataburger, 20th and Range Line. Yep, I just found information. So they had to build box culverts on that location that would channel the creek underground, the Joplin Creek that runs through there. And it would carry it under Range Line until it will daylight again behind Jiffy Lube. And that's the Army Corps of Engineers was involved with that. City of Joplin, they were working. So those big concrete things that were stacked up there at 20th and Range Line.
By Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big concrete things, those were being put in place to accommodate Whataburger, which is still planning to be built. It will have a rear access and a Range Line access, which will be nice, being right there on the corner. So, yeah, it is still in plan. That is not rumor. That's actual stuff I looked up from the city.
Cool. How did we phrase this in the promo yesterday that was much more concise than what I have said? I'm trying to figure out the...
Name brand only. What will you only accept the name brand version of? So our listing and everything focuses on the negative aspect, but on the you won't accept generic. But rather than that, we say, what will you only accept name brand version of? So. Maybe.
Sunshine with highs in the low 80s this afternoon. We'll see clear skies with lows in the mid-60s tonight. Sunny, breezy, upper 70s for tomorrow. Rain moves in for Thursday, cooler as well, with highs nearing 55.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radars just showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
63 in Seneca, 59 in Pittsburgh, 63 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're wanting to know, what will you only accept the name brand version of?
Like, generic's just not going to work, whether it's toilet paper or mac and cheese.
Or whatever, maybe spouses. 623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook, what's a generic spouse?
Oh, I could show you one. I used to be married.
Here's Luke Bryan.
KIX 102.5. I'm like, is my wife at work? She's not generic at all.
I was like,
Don't hit me again, please.
The website has always been educational. The OGs have known that. Within the last...
But, okay, especially, this is why we're asking the OGs. We're wanting to know, you guys being as OGs, was there anything that you didn't know that you happened to find in all your deep digging? Was there something you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was on there?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting ready to add some things to the website, including some online games that you can do as a group. So,
We had a phone call.
hi there, Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Hey, I'm calling about the name brand that I have to have,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's yours?
and that's Daisy Sour Cream.
Daisy.
Oh, so what's the difference between Daisy sour cream and the other sour cream?
It's not as sour, Jen.
Other sour creams, I have like a metallic taste.
Ew.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
All the copper they put in it. Thanks for calling.
You bet.
That's very specific,
That is
actually.
very specific.
So we're getting ready to add some gaming stuff. Now, I'm not
Mhm.
talking about like role-playing and stuff, RPG and stuff like that. Nothing that heavy lifting. But maybe some group easy to play in the background games that
Yeah.
you could play as a team or by yourself.
Mhm. Just something fun to
Something
pass the
more than
time,
just
you know?
chess or checkers or tic-tac-toe, but maybe not as involved as, say, Monopoly, but maybe Scrabble, or I don't know what kind of gaming we're talking about. But Jason has talked about this, and they are working on developing some what they call entertainment factor elements
Mhm.
for your website. So we're working on making some of that available.
Yeah.
Come on, Kixie.
George Burge and Dustin Lynch.
Okay, that faded out a little too quick.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a George Burge and Dustin Lynch. I've never been a serial dater.
Serial killer.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Hold on.
And this weekend,
This Sunday, this weekend.
and this
Lisa says she'll only accept country crock butter. Megan says Hidden Valley Ranch. What is it with Megan's and ranch?
It's a rule. When you're born into this world and they name you that, they say, and you will only accept Hidden Valley Ranch. There's your chord, Jen.
Never mind. Kathy says that would be cool. She's on board with the games.
Yeah.
Megan, too. Megan says from where it started to where it's at now is awesome. Nothing I really didn't know.
And you're probably right. It's probably going to end up being people that rarely, if ever, visited the website that are going to be surprised by stuff. Oh, look.
Oh, look what? Oh, you're Rena. Okay. I was like, oh, it's fine. So I introduced my kids to the fruit game yesterday.
Here's the fruit game. Fruit game. These are my kids.
Mm-hmm. It was the big hit. Anyone else playing the fruit game yet? We
Is that
got
the one
all the
where
way
you
up to a
slice it up?
watermelon. No, this is not Fruit Ninja.
Oh, okay. What is the fruit game then?
Don't do that.
What was that?
That was fruit. It's where you start. How do I explain it? You have different kinds of fruit, and you want to group them together.
Wait a minute. Do you have to be a fruit to play this
No,
game?
you don't have to be a fruit. And they grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And I think the biggest size you can get to is a pumpkin.
It's kind of like the block that it's kind of like another version of Tetris. All these games that have the drop factor
Yes.
where they drop down, they're just versions of Tetris. So fruit game, what's the one that Candy Crush, all of these are just versions of Tetris.
I've gotten to the watermelon. I have not made it.
I never connected with Tetris.
Really? Oh, I
or
love
any Tetris game like games. I did the wood block where you had to turn them to make them fit, which is Tetris. But it's an amazing concept. Did you ever watch the movie, the Apple movie that they had about the guy who created Tetris?
No, I didn't know.
Well,
that was a
the guy
thing.
who made it famous. Yeah, it's a movie based on the true story, but it's really, really good. I can't remember what the name of it. I think it may be called Tetris, but it's a crazy story. So it was invented by a Russian guy, and the communist bloc did not want to release it for usage. Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it was Russian and we were closed in Soviet Union, all of that. So this big, crazy nightmare of bidding that went on between the guy who eventually got it. He was working through EA Games. Tetris is what made EA Games famous, made them rich. And EA Games was owned by a Chinese or Japanese company. I think it's a Japanese company that owned EA Games. And they actually picked up this guy who had already started to work the deal out with the Russians, but they were also selling a deal to the British. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:09.
Sunshine with highs in the low 80s at 63 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're wanting to know, what can you only have the name brand version of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
What will you not accept the generic version of?
Here's Hardy with Lainey Wilson.
On KIX 102.5. So they were playing both ends of the fence a little bit. Russians were and trying to. And it was a crazy story. The guy almost got killed while he was over in Moscow trying to broker this deal. Great story. But he eventually made it happen. And the rest is history.
There's a version of Tetris that we play with the kids. It's called Tetris 99. And essentially, you want to be the last person against these 99 other people to stay in the game of Tetris. And it gets faster and faster and faster. And you can send your rows that you complete to other people. So if you see that Billy Bob, what are you doing? Yes, I see. Thank you. If you see that Billy Bob is about to lose, you send him one of your Randy. Fine. You send him one of your completed lines and make him lose faster. It's so fun. Megan says it would be cool to get KIX coloring pages on the website. Submit for a chance to get yours printed out and put on the wall. Didn't we talk about color pages at one point?
I think so.
We did.
I agree with you, Megan, and I think that's very doable.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Jimmy says we could play Where's Waldo, but put Where's Randy.
Love it.
That's so good.
Yes.
Okay, so I've not been able to find it as an app. Megan, you got to play it online. SUIKA game, Suka game. Suka game, SUIKA game.com. Oh my gosh, Randy.
I figure if we're going to advertise, let's do it right. I endorse them. Yeah. You're welcome.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm trying. I thought I had the
coloring page is genius. The Where's Randy, Where's Jen is hilarious. We can use just a regular Where's Waldo game, but take our what are they called?
Headshots?
No. Do the Bitmojis.
Oh, stick our Bitmojis in there? Yeah.
So they fit right in. They're not going to stick out that.
I think that's a great idea.
Genius.
10 points to Jimmy. I thought I had a thing in here, but apparently I don't.
Yeah, that's good too, Jimmy, because we were getting ready to take off points after your website comment.
No, we weren't.
You know what that means? You have to pay us.
That is not what that means.
There's Kixie Brooksy.
Why do you keep calling him Kixie Brooksy?
That's his name.
That is not his name.
It is when he skips. He does skip a lot. Like, stop it. It's weird. Take the bunny suit off.
He's a bunny. Woohoo. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
in the place I Scooby-Doo. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Well, no, that's not it because that's not the right fruit, Megan. Those are the wrong fruit faces. But I guess it's essentially the same thing. Okay, clearly there is no water left in my cup to be able to do
What
this.
I'm hearing.
Great. Oh, Megan says KIX I Spy. I would spend hours doing that. That could be kind of fun.
So what would that be?
We just make our own I Spy pages. Just
I
things
don't
around the
miss-
KIX studio. Like take a picture of that corner right there and
then just say, I spy with my little eye.
then you make a list of things for people to find in the picture.
Okay.
And the kids would help me. Does Facebook do that? Do they actually give a "you are the top fan" badge?
I don't think so. They used to on their live videos. They used to have badges, but I don't think they do. You know, Facebook, they constantly are ending things.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I don't know how they figure that out, like who gets what badge.
Well, it's based on usage, I think. Once you hit a certain point, or once you accomplish certain goals.
Well, there was a page I recently liked, and I liked the work she was doing on eyebrows, and so I liked some of her pictures, and then I got an alert that I was a top fan, and I was like, "There's no way."
Sad for her.
There's a sushi place that I'm a top fan for on Facebook. That's exciting.
Sad for you.
No, not sad for me. Sushi's delicious. I need to learn how to make it on my own.
Start with that puffer fish thing.
No, that thing can kill you. What are you trying to say?
Set your goals high.
Wow. We got 18 seconds. I'm Scooby-Doo.
Don't
Oh my
stop.
gosh.
Here we go again. Man, ruin the day. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know, what do you have to have the name brand version of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Luke Combs.
On KIX 102.5.
Oh, we're getting a lot of comments for ketchup, too.
So there is a new version of ketchup that is making news. They have made pickle tomato ketchup combo.
Ooh, like a relish?
No, I guess maybe a dill relish that might be comparable to.
That sounds nice.
Pickle ketchup, they're calling it. The Heinz company has announced another new product that no one will buy, but it'll get them a lot of free publicity. Pickle ketchup's hitting store shelves early next year. It's ketchup. Now follow me on this.
Okay.
Closely. It's ketchup combined with the flavor of pickles.
Can they do that?
And it's just the flavor of pickles, not little pickle pieces mixed in with the ketchup because that would make it look like a blood clot.
I hope it doesn't. Gross. I hope it doesn't have a real fake pickly dilly taste.
This is from the people who once
The
brought
phone's
you
ringing.
green ketchup. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What do you need the name brand version of?
It's a traffic report.
Oh,
What's going on?
what's up, Harry?
20th and Range Line, northbound lane. South to north. There is a accident.
How many cars?
Two. One truck, one small SUV.
Is it blocking traffic?
Rear end.
Oh. Is it blocking traffic?
Yes, it's blocking that whole lane.
And our emergency personnel, let me finish asking you questions about this so we can get it ready to go on the air first. Is our emergency personnel on the scene?
Yes.
Okay, I think I can piece that together.
Okay.
That was kind of a mess. Okay, you were going to say something else
What's
now.
up, Harry?
Now go ahead.
20th. Well, and Range. That's how you know if you're going to have a bad day. Northbound lane.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, exactly.
All right, buddy, we'll let you go.
Thanks, Harry. We don't need to use his report. We can just give it.
Yeah. Which lane is it blocking? He never actually said, did he?
Northbound.
Oh, okay. Wait, what's the chamoy pickle?
Never heard of that.
Megan says, I want to try the chamoy pickle kit. Randy, name brand short shorts. Yep.
Shut your mouth hole.
See, Jody also said mac and cheese. It's not just me. A lot of people saying Dawn dish soap as well.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Dawn dish soap?
Can't have no fake dish soap.
Is it that much of a difference? It's
Yes,
dish
big
soap.
time. I mean, the other's a joke.
I like Dawn dish soap because of the stuff they do to help animals who are covered in oil.
I love the fact that they use that poor little duck in their commercial. They coated it in oil just for their commercial.
2-1.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine and a high near 80 this afternoon at 63 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you what it's going to be like, the temperature drops that are coming later in the week in about 5 minutes.
But we're getting reports of a wreck over on Rangeline, 20th and Rangeline.
Yeah, in the northbound lane at 20th and Rangeline, there's been looks like a rear ender there involving a car and a truck. So law enforcement's there. They're taking care of it and trying to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. But you might want to keep that in mind on your way to work today.
But we're talking about the thing that you have to have the name brand version of.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
What is it for you?
Ketchup.
I don't see this because I'm not a ketchup fan. I rarely, if ever, eat ketchup, so...
So what's your name brand ketchup?
Heinz.
No hunts for you?
Gotta be Heinz.
What makes Heinz so different than generic ketchup, though?
It just doesn't have the richness.
I'm guessing if your ketchup has a little watery film on the top of it.
All ketchup's gonna have a watery film. You gotta shake it up
No.
before you open it.
Yeah, Randy.
I see. How little I know. It's not a ketchup person. It's not. What's the thing that you have to have the name brand version of?
Mayonnaise. I like that there Miracle Whip.
Oh,
Miracle Whip?
man. What is it about Miracle Whip that you like so much better than mayonnaise?
No, not Miracle Whip, Jen. He used the past tense, Miracle Whoop.
Yeah, it's the Tangy Zip Miracle Whip.
No, I think
Tangy
it actually goes the tangy zup of Miracle Whoop.
Okay, that sounds better.
If you say it right. Tangy zup.
Tangy Zup a Miracle Whoop.
What's the thing that you have to have the name brand version of?
Tuna.
Tuna.
It has to be Sunkist because the mother brands, they got too big of chunks in them and stuff. You have to chunk it up.
Yeah.
They just don't do it right.
Sunkist is always perfect.
Here we are talking about tuna with chunks in it, and for some reason I just lost my appetite.
I thought you liked cat food.
Let's not go there.
What do you have to have the name brand version of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. Now we're going to get to finally start hearing all these other promos.
Phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What do you have to have the name brand version of?
French's mustard. Is it just more tangy than the other varieties?
What's wrong with the generic? The good taste. You got to have the good taste.
The good taste. The other one's got the bad taste.
Unless you've been bad yourself, and then you deserve the bad taste. Thanks for calling. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What do you have to have the name brand version of?
I don't know if it's been said yet or not, but peanut butter has to be at least Peter Pan or Skippy.
I don't know. We've had some people say that the government peanut butter is actually better than all of it. The old black and white cans.
Oh, I remember that as a kid.
Government cheese and government peanut butter. That's some good stuff.
That's a good meal right there.
Government cheese. Yeah,
Love me some. Love government cheese. They make it out of real governments. Thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
Got to squeeze the government until they release their cheese fluid.
It's my. I was like, what is that crackling noise?
What is it?
Listen, it's my cup.
That's weird. Okay, put that away from me before it goes off.
I was like, what the heck? That's really been bothering me. And now it's going to bother me even more.
You've really been bothering me.
Thank you, Randy. I'm glad we can be that open.
Share, share, share.
Commodities.
Commodity cheese.
Is government cheese the same thing as like American cheese slices? It's the plasticky stuff. Or no?
No, gosh, no. It's real cheese.
Oh, like it's actual cheese.
Yeah. So WIC, you've heard of WIC before, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
WIC gives government cheese.
WIC lets you buy your own cheese.
Well, but only certain types. Used to, they gave it to you.
Mm.
And now they say these are the approved things you can buy.
If you go down, I'm Scooby-Doo-Doo. Oh my gosh, Randy.
I know. It's sad.
I don't even think about it now. There's
Maybe you ought to think about it.
I can answer it.
Oh. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What do you have to have the name brand version of?
Van Camp pork and beans, American Beauty spaghetti, and Williams chili seasoning.
American Beauty spaghetti.
That's the one in the red bag, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Sounds like something you'd need at a cosmetic center or something.
Well, I guess you could boil it and put it on top of your head, Randy.
Maybe.
Give you some hair.
Ah, that's right, Candy Jan.
You have some weird religious traditions, Jan.
I know. You have a great day.
Thanks,
You too.
Jan.
Bye.
Hold on. Oh, the other line hung up.
Mm-hmm.
I went Scooby-Doo. Oh my gosh. Stop it.
Here, I'll help you remember.
No. See, Megan's doing it now. We don't think we just do.
That's all too often the problem.
It is a very real problem. There's the phone.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What is the name brand version that you have to have?
Laundry detergent, I have to have Tide.
Yeah, I will say, I think Tide is a lot better than the other brands for sure. It just cleans better.
Thanks for calling.
Don't eat too much paper, please.
Yeah, Jen.
Thank you.
You don't need that much fiber in your diet. Thanks for calling.
Bye. That's going to be a thing now. That's going to be a
Jen
thing,
eats
isn't
paper.
it? Jen eats paper. I don't, though. I just nod on it because I want to see him. I think it would be fun if we did a
Bonfire?
no, like an improv class. I think there's a lot that, I mean, at least there's a lot I could learn, I think, from doing an improv class. I don't yes and enough.
So we started work yesterday on some parts of the wedding ceremony and got quite a ways into it. So much so that I feel very comfortable now. I feel a lot better about the whole thing.
Good. Did you look at any of the stuff that I had added to it?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was?
I think right on.
I tried to keep it concise, just the important stuff.
Yeah.
When are we going to get this to Megan?
Probably closer to, I mean, once we get it all, we say we're done with that.
A little more zhuzhing.
Yeah.
I was thinking through my vows the other day.
That's sad.
What do you mean? It's not sad.
Weighing heavily on you.
I'm making him go first.
That's sad too.
I think he'll want to get his over and done with.
For comparison's sake.
For comparison's sake, and also it's just, he's not the one in radio.
We came up with some pretty good ideas for the whole process that I'm excited about.
Yeah, same.
It's one thing to have it in your head, you know, kind of, but then to get it all actually fleshed out, which sounds really disgusting. But
yeah, it does. And we're going to do a rehearsal the week before.
Yep.
And then the week of. Probably one during the day and then one in the evening. Where's Dorinda? We haven't seen Dorinda
no
at all this
kidding.
morning.
Not all this week. She wasn't here yesterday either.
Dorinda!
Don't holler too loud. She'll appear.
Good. I don't know if she's there and she's just ignoring us or what. Oh, no, that was
What was that?
basically just powder.
Power.
That had been powder. Dorinda. See, Megan's yelling too. Dorinda. Dorinda. Where you at? Yeah, who's here? Let's see who's here. Got 25 seconds, then we got a seg. Are you doing dinner too on Saturday, Megan? 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know, what will you only accept the name brand version of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Kane Brown.
On KIX 102.5.
Toilet paper and ketchup are 2 of the top answers we're getting. What does that say about people?
Concerned about her pooping.
I lost it. Where did it go? Kathy is still here. She's over on the KIX Live. Mark says Hershey's chocolate syrup.
I don't mind the generic version of that. I've had the generic.
Tammy says toothpaste. C&H sugar is what Deanne says. Is there really that big of a difference in sugar?
Yeah, really. I don't know that I would be able to tell the difference there.
There's the phone.
Hi there, Morning KIX. What do you have to have the name brand version of? Ranch. A lot of people have said ranch. I'm not a fan of Velveeta.
Well, it's just kind of like a cheesy plastic block, right?
Yeah, really, it is. But some people like that. Some
But it's
people want that
delicious.
that plastic cheesy yum.
Also macaroni and cheese. I cannot have no off-brand macaroni
Yes.
and cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can tell a difference, right? Randy didn't believe me on that one. There's a huge difference.
I don't think that.
There is a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for calling.
Brand is nasty.
Have a great day.
You too.
Face is nasty.
Oh, we should have asked if her name was Megan, too. Another
On the
person who doesn't like the
cheese.
ranch.
Or the ranch.
He's still trying to argue with you in the messages.
Who's arguing?
Automatic clock in the car guy.
Oh, my gosh. Dude. Apparently, our experience is not valid because of your experience.
10 seconds. You're invalid.
It's valid. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Maybe Kane Brown should write down where he put it last, and that way he wouldn't lose it.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with highs nearing 80 at 63 in Joplin.
But we're talking about the thing that you have to have the name brand version of. You will not accept the generic form of this, whatever it might be.
Call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
What is the thing that you have to have the name brand version of?
Well, there's only one can that I will mix with my green beans, and it is Campbell's Cream and Mushroom Soup.
Okay, Megan, stop it right now. We're not going down that road yet. It's not Thanksgiving yet.
Oh, yes, it is.
There's nothing more generic than trying to make green bean casserole.
Oh, come on now. And only,
Hang up on
what's
her.
the brand of the...
Enough of that garbage.
Did you really just hang
Yes.
up on Megan?
It was enough of that.
Randy.
She's sitting here breeding dissent and communism on our airwaves, and you want her to let her go ahead and do that.
She's talking about green bean casserole,
Exactly.
which is delicious.
Exactly. Let me tell you, green bean casserole is what you do with all those generic foods that people won't eat. You put those in and call it green bean casserole.
What is the name brand version food that you will have that you won't have the generic of?
I have got to have my shoes name brand.
Wait a minute. Do they make generic shoes? Is that what they give you when you go
They
to the
do.
doctor's office, those paper slippers? I don't like those either.
Got to have the name brand shoes.
None of those paper slippers. Those don't last 5
They
minutes.
just fall apart when you go in the rain.
Or out in the gravel. Yeah.
What do you have to have the name brand version of?
Just peanut butter. I've tried generic and it would not pass the test.
You make your peanut butter take a test?
You can't even hold the pencil.
I'll agree with you on the generic, but they used to have government peanut butter, and that stuff was the bomb.
That was good.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That
that
was
is.
so good.
They had government peanut butter and government cheese.
Government cheese.
And it's spelled
Yeah.
Guvmnt. Yeah, government cheese.
Government.
What do you have to have the name brand version of?
Van Camp pork and beans, American Beauty spaghetti, Williams chili seasoning, and McCormick spaghetti seasoning.
I feel like I just took down a shopping list. What are we going to make out of these things?
No, hell, those are just some of my items on my grocery list.
Has to have
Randy.
the name brand version of.
Yes.
Okay, pick those up, Jen, and have them to her by 2 this afternoon.
Got it. Just for Candy Jan.
Door delivery. What do you have to have the name brand version of?
Call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Oh my gosh, it can't even hold a pencil.
That was awesome. That was good stuff.
That was funny. Can we make a funny promo out of that? Is it funny enough for that?
I think we could. It's been a while since we've done one of those, too.
That and the Miracle Whoop. That was pretty funny, too.
Might do both of those. Keep track of where they are.
One was at 8:20. The other was at 8:35. Yeah, we've got some in here from August. 2 from August that we need to get out.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't drink it. It needs more water in it. Megan says, how dare you hang up on me?
Oh.
Yeah?
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm going to go put more water in this.
Do it, Jan. Do it.
Okay, I will. Thanks. Morning, Brett. How you
So we're going to do, I can go ahead and tell you guys, we're going to do Jen's wedding like a sports cast. You know, welcome fans to game day, and introducing each person in the wedding as a team player, you know, give their stats and everything. So me and MJ's we're going to call the game.
Have them fill out a hilarious questionnaire. What's she talking about?
Who does what?
I don't know. Megan says stats. Have them fill out a hilarious questionnaire.
About the wedding. The player stats.
Player stats, yeah.
Oh, I think we're going to make our own. Will be funnier.
That's so much better. Sarah's got the invite done. When should we post that on social media and stuff? A month out?
Probably. Well, I wasn't thinking that. Probably after Thanksgiving. I was thinking the week after we can start really moving towards promoting that.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's fine.
You can do it too far away, you know.
Mm-hmm. You say too far away, and yet the wedding is like a month and a week away.
Well, for broadcast purposes, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
The watermelon is the biggest fruit you can get. So I did win the game yesterday.
Ta-da!
And I didn't even know I won. That was kind of anticlimactic. So what do you do after you get a watermelon?
Start all over.
Oh.
That's the way with most games.
So we watched more Lost last night.
Yeah. Oh.
And they are starting back to let me back up. The people who kidnapped Sawyer, Jen, and Michael are now taking them back to the beach with the others, the good others, the original others.
The original others,
yeah.
They are the others, actually. It's a little confusing because they don't clearly identify, like, the people from the other crash.
Mm-hmm.
So as Annalicia, they've all met up with them and everything. Okay, so this is the others that you are now, that they're now. The guy with the beard? Was he part of that? No.
No. I mean, we saw what was his name? Echo. We saw Echo and Jen hiding in the brush, and the others walked by, and it looked like they had Walt. They had a kid pulling on a teddy bear on a string.
Yeah. Those are actual others, yeah.
And they don't leave tracks. They walk barefoot everywhere.
Yeah. So there's weird little groups, and over time, throughout history, there have been different combinations of others, and they don't make this all very clear until the end. But there have been research teams that have been there. There have been others that have been almost indigenous because they have been there thousands of years. And then they accept and bring on new people into their group over time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't.
I also think it's very interesting that the other people from the plane crash were in a bunker. So there are now 2 bunkers that we know of on the island. But this bunker was not nearly as fortified or just
because
equipped
it's
as the
not
other
a
one.
station. So bunkers and stations are different things.
Did this have to do? Is this bunker or station? Bunker.
The one they were in was a bunker.
Did it still have to do with the Dharma Initiative?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. We're going to go in 2 minutes. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. Morning, Carol. I looked at those pictures from Barcelona.
Maya.
Yeah.
Riviera.
And I'm getting ads for it all over my computer now.
Oh, really?
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I had to download Southwest Airlines app yesterday, and I can't look up my flight because I don't have the actual reservation number from my travel agent yet.
Because they did all that for you, right?
Yeah, they gave me the flight number, but it doesn't help me really.
One minute. Na 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 na. That's what that song made me think of just now. And Dorinda never did show up.
Nope.
Hope everything's okay.
Maybe she's just busy, or maybe has some stuff going on. It's just been 2 days, so.
Yeah. 15 seconds. 10.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine highs in the low 80s this afternoon at 63 in Joplin.
And we've got the morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about what do you have to have the name brand version of?
Yeah, the generic absolutely will not do.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
And what is it for you?
Highland cottage cheese.
You don't like the generic? What's the difference?
It doesn't taste right. It tastes a little curdled.
Okay.
Isn't that what cottage cheese is?
Have you never had real cottage? Maybe you're not eating cottage cheese.
Just eating buckets of ricotta or something.
623-1025. What do you have to have the name brand version of?
Miracle Whip on everything except mayo only on plain elbow noodles with salt and pepper.
Gross. This is so disgusting.
No.
You guys slather and mayonnaise on everything.
Mayonnaise is delicious.
And you wonder why you can't get into those size 3 jeans.
Randy!
Well, I'm just saying.
I ain't been in that since I was like 5, so it's okay.
What do you have to have the name brand version of?
It's my children. They are mac and cheese snobs.
Macaroni and cheese snobs.
So which brand?
Shells and cheese. I found an off version, though. I just throw the boxes away, and they don't know what they're eating.
So you put it in the craft box. I love it. What a deceptive world you live in.
Not deceptive. It's a parenting hack.
There you go. What is the thing that you need the name brand version of?
Cool Whip.
Yes.
That cheap stuff is disgusting.
You don't like the aerosol spray cans, though? Those are kind of fun on a Wednesday night.
If I want Cool Whip, I want Cool Whip.
So get her some Cool Whip. No Hot Whip for her.
What will you only accept the name brand version of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Hey, let me ask you. In your neck?
That was a fun fade out.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
That's going to do it for us.
Tomorrow we want to know, what would you do with $10,000?
Yeah, if you had $10,000, what would be the first thing you'd buy?
So we've got that for tomorrow.
Don't forget to go get signed up for the Silver Dollar City 4-packs that we're giving away on next Monday. If you haven't done that yet, make sure that you do. And
Show us your rack.
Show us your rack going on. Zimmer Cares. There's a lot going on right now. And next week, starting Monday, we've got your tickets for Matt Stell at Buffalo Run Casino and Resort.
MJ is so excited for this show.
So have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody.
Bye.